Hello folks, Single Shot here. Tried to make this video once today and it did not want to download, so here we are again. We're going to try it again. Points were made last night on the hat chat, and I have a bunch of information for you guys. You can use it or not, it's up to you. But I feel this is the best way to find how far your bullet is going to get down into that case to be towards your powder without crushing it. You're going to have some compressed loads in the reloading manuals anyway, but you don't want to crush them too tightly. So what you need is a set of calipers, and I've already done a little bit of preset work here, so to make this video a little bit more short. I've set one case, working with 327 Federal Magnum, and what I've done is I've taken a small piece of paper and made a caliber size disc and slid that down on top of that paper, so it gives you a base. What you do is you got the tang on these calipers, and that can go down inside that case like so, and you run that down there until that touches that paper. This is going to give you your depth. That's the distance from the top of the case down to that paper. And what you come up with is .484 on this caliber with this powder charge. That's it on the calipers, .484. Okay, set that aside. This is a little 85 grain Hornady XTP rather, hollow point. Little Hornady 85 grain hollow point. And what you do is you measure that length. This bullet has a cantilure. That's that little ring that's around the bullet. On your lead bullets, your cast bullets, you'll have a crimp groove. That's the same thing as a crimp groove. So you want to take and measure that distance between the bottom of that, or the base of that bullet, to that cantilure. Well, on this one here, it happens to be .212. 212 thousandths. Okay? So you got that distance. You take that distance and subtract it from what you had, that .484, and you have the distance that you have that's going to be between the bottom of that bullet and where your powder sets. Let's set that aside for a minute. I've got this one case ready to go. That's charged with 8.7 grains of True Blue. I've got these dies set to 327 Federal. They are actually 32 H&R Magnum dies. And when you seat that bullet, that's what you want right there. You want that crimp right on that cantilure. And remember, you have that distance between the base of that bullet and to where your powder is. That gives you your low density on that case. Now that's pretty close to about 80 to 85% density. So you keep your densities up, but you keep your space down. Like I said, there's going to be some of those recipes you're gonna see a C after that powder charge. That means it's a compressed powder charge. So you want to try to keep that bullet as close to the powder, but not crushing it as you can, if that's the way you want to set it. That's up to you. I use the Bible. That's what my reloading manuals are. That's what I call those reloading manuals. And those that information is what you go by. You don't go goofing around with something else that's not published. You're going to get differences in different manuals. Different manuals are going to say a certain amount of powder for one type of powder, for one caliber, for one bullet weight. So what you want to do is you want to stop and figure all those points, and you come up with a mid-range load. Say your minimum is 4 grains, your maximum is 6. Your mid-range is going to be 5 grains. So if that 5 grains is not going to be right up against the base of that bullet, or even the 6 grains is not going to be up there, then you've got space in that case. That makes a big difference with the performance on that round. So that in a nutshell, I left out a little bit of stuff because I had to reset the dies for the 327. They're a little bit longer, and a couple other things that I had to take care of. But I hope this video downloads. I'm going to give it a shot here in a few minutes, and I'm going to finish loading these other 5 cases. So good luck, like, subscribe, and what is wrong with that? Okay, my timer stopped here. Like and subscribe, please. I'd appreciate it. And give me your feedback on about them. Don't call you guys if you've got questions. I posted my number in the chat last night. Give me a holler if you've got questions. I'll do what I can do, the best way that I can do to answer you. I've been doing this stuff since 1970, and I love doing it. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Take care, God bless, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.